This training video shows the installation procedures for the H5A Corner camera with the Conduit box accessory. Use this option for installations where the cables cannot come through the wall and a cable conduit is necessary. To determine which mount is best, consult the installation guide. Let's start with an overview of the conduit box. Located here is the rubber gasket. The gasket creates a seal between the corner camera and the conduit box accessory. The conduit entry point shown here is removable and can be installed on either side of the conduit box. There are two size options of conduit entry points to use. The matching piece to the conduit entry point is found here, on the opposite side of the conduit box. This is known as the closed conduit entry point. Highlighted here are the three mounting points for the conduit box. To secure the Ethernet cable to the conduit box, use these Ethernet cable clips. The following segment overviews the installation steps for mounting the conduit box accessory. Note that uneven walls may make it difficult to mount the camera. Before mounting the conduit box, place the conduit box and the camera in the mounting location to ensure they can be mounted flush without large gaps. First, use a pen or pencil to mark the three spots that will be drilled into the ceiling for the mounting screws. Remove the base from the mounting surface and drill the three mounting holes. Insert the wall anchors into the mounting holes shown here. Determine which size conduit pipe will be used for the cables. Insert the conduit entry point into the conduit box by pushing down as shown here. Insert the matching solid piece on the opposite side of the conduit box. Note that the sides are reversible so that the cable conduit can come from either direction. Next, insert the conduit pipe into the entry point. Place the conduit box against the surface and drive the three mounting screws in to secure it in place. The following section overviews the initial steps to mount the camera base to the conduit box. Before mounting the camera base, a few steps are required to prepare it. First, the front cover and gimbal will need to be removed. Refer to the installation video or guide for more in-depth instructions. For this installation, only 4 of the 6 mounting grommets are needed. The 4 mounting grommet pins will need to be removed. The top 2 pins can remain in place. Next, place the base into the mounting location against the installed conduit box. Use a pen or pencil, mark the spots that will be drilled into the mounting surface for the mounting screws. Remove the base from the mounting surface. Then, drill the mounting holes into the surface. Insert the wall anchors into the drilled holes. Pull the required cables through the cable conduit pipe. Use the Ethernet cable clips to keep the cable in place. To protect the camera and components from ingress of dust or moisture, you must pull the required cables through the sealing grommet included with the camera for the cable entry holes. Pull the tab on the grommet to open a hole for the Ethernet cable. Next, insert the cables through the sealing grommet. Unless specified otherwise, you must pull the required cables through the sealing grommet included with the camera when using a cable entry hole. Remove the sealing grommet from the accessory kit. Push an Ethernet cable through the grommet by one of the following methods. If the Ethernet cable is uncrimped, push the cable through the grommet. Or, if the Ethernet cable is already crimped, place the grommet piercing cap on the Ethernet connector, then push the cable through the grommet. Ensure that the orientation of the cable and grommet matches the one shown here. Push any other required cables through the grommet. If multiple cables need to be pulled through the grommet, apply the silicone sealant around any gaps. Insert the sealing grommets with the required cables pulled through the highlighted cable entry holes. Place the camera base in the mounting location. Check the rubber gasket where the camera and conduit box join, as shown here. The gasket should fit easily over the top edge of the corner camera. Make any adjustments to where the gasket is pinched. Then, drive the mounting screws to secure the camera in place. Apply silicone sealant around the edges of the camera base and conduit box to prevent moisture from entering the mounting surface. To finish the installation of the camera gimbal, front cover, and additional steps, see the H5A Corner camera installation video or consult the installation guide. That completes the overview and installation of the Conduit box accessory.